He kept saying, "No, I'm not going to Olive Garden. I'm not going to Olive Garden. I'm not going to Olive Garden." And even when we got there, he did not want to get out of the car. But
Yeah.
guess who ended
You
up
guys
liking Olive Garden?
all right, this is Lou, and welcome again to Let's Get Real with the Pimbers. I am Lou, and who do we have next? How you doing, Rhonda? So let's get real here, okay? Let's talk about this whole thing you got me into here, or you got some other people into here. How did we end up with an exchange student? Okay, all the way from. I'll let you tell the story, but you guys have been working together on this TikTok thing and gone viral. You guys got videos with 20 million, 20 million views. That's insane. First of all, how'd you come up with the idea? And just go ahead, explain to the folks. Go ahead.
Okay, so I mean, I came to you about it 2 years ago and asked if we could get an exchange student because I just feel like we have so much love to give and we have so much going on in our life. I want to share it with people, you know? And so
And what did I say? And what did
at
I
that
say?
time, there was no boys available because I definitely didn't want a girl. I know how much drama girls are. I have two of them myself. So I wanted a boy and I wanted him to be from Italy. So last year they messaged me and said, "Hey, just so you know, there's like 9 males from Italy to choose from." So
Yeah,
me and you went on the website and we went through all the profiles and something stuck out about Alessandro. There was something
it
very
was
special
like
about him.
so you're saying that if you and I would have had a kid, he would have looked like this?
Yes,
Oh my
I'm
god.
saying that we did and he does, right?
It was like it's like going to a online and you're picking a puppy, right?
Kind of.
It's like,
Kind of.
which exchanger kid are you gonna get, right? Or exchange kid are we gonna get? Go ahead.
Yes. So during the process, we had to go through a very strict vetting process, by the way. And
Yeah,
and let me just clear the air. When you get an exchange student, you pay for everything. The parents of the exchange student pay for the service through the agency, right? They pay a lot of
right.
money, by the way, to allow their kids to
They
be able
do.
to do this. So kids, be grateful if you're an exchange student and your parents have done this for you. And then when they come, we are responsible for costs, okay? For food, for housing, for all that stuff, okay? So
I got a question on that. I remember them saying, "We only have to feed him 3 times a day." You know what I
Alessandro's a
mean?
little different, babe. Alessandro's a little different. But I started
Alright, go
talking
ahead.
to Alessandro in January of 2025. And we met his parents, we met his brothers, we started talking on Zooms, and we got to know him. And then I would FaceTime him almost every day until he finally arrived. But before he arrived, we had already had a trip planned to Italy. So we went and met him and his parents in Rome, Italy in last summer. And then of course he came, Lou, in July. So he flew in and immediately, you guys, we took him to Vegas. And because we run a financial firm and we had an event in Vegas, we were like, let's take our exchange student with
My
us.
god.
So him and Stephanie, my youngest daughter, who is now 34, she and him got to know each other and have fun with each other. And then we had a big birthday party for Ashley, who's 36, and
Hang on,
they
you
got to
got
know
kids
each
that are
other.
34 and 36?
I do, and I'm only 28. How about that, you know? So, but here's the thing, Lou. When Alessandro came, I wanted to make it the best year of his life ever. And Alessandro is very outgoing. He's very fun. And he speaks very good English, by the way, and he speaks Spanish, which was great because you speak Spanish. So I knew that you guys were going to get along great. And so, he comes and one of the things he said is, I want to become famous. Like, I want people to know who I am. And of course, we started doing TikTok videos right away, but I can give so much credit to my daughter Ashley because she's the one who I believe really got Alessandro on the right track to become, a person that has now over 300,000 followers on
Yeah,
TikTok.
yeah.
And
One of your videos has, like, 20 million views, and it's interesting because he's got a lot of character.
He's so
He's got a
funny.
lot of character, and I guess we got lucky, I suppose, right? Because he deals with my dry sense of humor very well, and he gives it back, and, he gets along with everybody, makes friends really quick, and the biggest quality this young man has is, he's extremely grateful for everything. And the look in his eyes when he was in Las Vegas was kind of a shocker when he gets there, and I'm like, "If you know Las Vegas, you know, right?" You walk down the street, and I go, "Alessandro, just go ahead and look, dude. Just look. It's right there." But go ahead.
Gosh, yeah.
Now you
We
guys
come
have an event coming up, right? I mean, there's been some, like, demand for people
Yes.
who wanna come say hello and learn about the program, is that correct?
Lou, so much has happened. Like, when he came to the States, we wanted to give him all these opportunities, and so we have already taken him to Vegas, we've taken him to the Bahamas, we've taken him to Arizona, we're gonna be taking him to Mexico, and then, of course, he went to Hawaii with Bello, and he's gonna be going to LA. And then we're all going back in June to Italy with him. So we're super excited about it. But yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, when he got on TikTok, Ashley was really good about doing things that would get him a lot of attention. So one of the
right.
things we wanted to do was number one was him to rate Italian restaurants because he vowed, guys, he vowed that he would never ever eat Italian restaurants in the US.
That's right,
So
that's right.
we figured out a way to get him to do it. And I was like, look, you can go and you can rate these restaurants. And the way our 20 million view video went viral, because all of them seem to go viral in their own way, but it was, all these months leading up to it where he kept saying, no, I'm not going to Olive Garden. I'm not going to Olive Garden. I'm not going to Olive Garden. And even when we got there, he did not want to get out of the car. But
Yeah.
guess who
You
ended up
guys
liking Olive Garden?
Yeah, let me just stop you there for a second. You guys went to a few different places, right? And first of all, before we get to Olive Garden, he gets to America. I think the first place he wanted to go was it Cane's?
Canes. Canes was the
You're right,
first place, and he loves Canes.
Cane's. And then he goes to Cane's, he loves it. And then he goes to Chick-fil-A, right?
Loves it.
And then he loves Chick-fil-A sauce, and now he wants to put Chick-fil-A sauce on the tacos that I make. I'm like, "Bro, you can't do that. It's, like, against the Mexican law, bro." You know what I mean? And then and then he goes to Popeyes and loves Popeyes, and to the point that didn't Popeyes send him, like, a PR kit or something like that? Or somebody did?
Alessandro has gotten so many PR kits because of Ashley or our videos. Like, it's
Yeah.
unbelievable. Yes. I believe that Ashley really made him go viral with Popeyes. And here's why, Lou. Well, she's our next guest, by the way. She's going to be
Okay,
on the next
okay.
episode. So make sure you guys tune in because Ashley's pretty amazing. But he said he wanted to try pot pies, Lou, and she bought him a pot pie, a frozen one, and handed it to him. And he was
Right.
like, "What is this?" And she goes, "A Popeye." And
That's
he's like,
right.
"No, I wanted Popeyes," you know?
Yeah.
So that's how the whole thing started. So yes, PR packages from everything from True Fruit to
True,
Popeyes to
true.
Olive Garden to the Nitos. You know, there's so many
Red
PR packages
Lobster.
coming in right
Red
now.
Lobster. Red
Red
Lobster
Lobster,
sent
and
you
he wasn't
something.
even there. We took Francisco there. It's just so funny. All the things that
So
are
Red
happening, but
Lobster yeah, so Red Lobster sees the video, they see the video, and for whatever reason, when they saw the student that was there, because they actually made friends with another person who has an exchange student, so we all kinda got together, and Alessandro had just flown in from somewhere, Hawaii, so he's been flying for a long time, and he just stayed home, and she made the video, and Red Lobster thought that that was him for a moment, so they sent a PR kit. So, but Alessandro was very kind enough and generous enough to share that PR kit with this other student
Francisco, yes.
and the student's other exchange student brother that's in town, right? So that was kinda cool, that was very cool.
It's he's the kind of person where you want to be around him because his energy is just amazing. The transition that Coral and Jade and Jax and just all of us, I think, have made some kind of transition because of this kid from Italy, you know? And
Right.
so it's great because not only are we going to have Ashley on the next podcast, but then after that, we're going to actually be interviewing Alessandro. And
Oh,
we
okay.
also, Entrepreneur Lab Junior, they sponsor the show, which you'll be talking about here in a minute, but we are
Very
doing a
good
big
point.
meet and greet. Big
Yes.
meet and greet on
So
March.
Let me do
14th
it now.
Saturday.
Let me do it now, and then you can
Perfect.
explain this meet and greet. By the way, you're absolutely right. Entrepreneur Lab Junior is who's sponsoring this video, but is also sponsoring the meet and greet here in Houston. Entrepreneur Lab Junior, their entire focus is on educating the up and coming generation on retirement, on how to prepare for their future, how to pass on generational wealth, how to become good stewards of the money that's been placed in your hands, and how to just be just better all over, a smarter person financially. So thank you, Entrepreneur Lab Junior. Rhonda, can you explain, give some details on that meet and greets coming up?
Yes, it is going to be Saturday, March 14th. It is at 1 o'clock. If you want to come, there's only 50 spots available. And I think 20 of them are already taken. And so it's going to be the location will be once you register, and you need to go to the website to register. So the website is entrepreneurlabjunior.com. We'll post it right here. And you got to register to be able to come. And just so you know, Dallas, and just so you know, Arizona, you're also requesting meet and greets, and we are about to do them. You just got to be patient and watch for our next podcast.
Wow, that's news to me, just so you guys know. Wait a minute. Netflix also, the Netflix location sent a request for us to come out there with Alessandro. So that was kind of cool, right?
Yes, they
That's awesome.
did.
You
When
know
we
what's
went
great
to the
about this is
Netflix
we're able
house.
to help, that we're able to help make someone's dream come true, right? And no better than a person who is grateful for it and can appreciate the meaning behind it and what it really is and what it really isn't at the same time. So that's incredible. Rhonda, anything else before we leave?
Just wanted to kind of go over, if you're interested in hosting an exchange student, get a hold of me. You can go to our website, or you can go to the link below, and you can get a hold of us, because we would love to talk to you about the process, the agency, all those things. And
Yeah.
eventually we will be doing a podcast with the agency so you guys can get some more information, but that meet and greet will be a good one. Also, we in the future will be doing a Zoom meet and greet for parents that can't come or don't live in Houston, that are across the nation that are watching.
That's true. We have had some requests from across the pond. We've had
Yes,
requests from the East Coast, from Florida, right?
everywhere.
And California. Everyone, people just asking questions. So very cool. Thank you again, Ronald, for sharing that information. And if you have any feedback on this, if you're curious about it, post in the chat, post in the comments, share this video, subscribe to what we're doing. And I'll talk to you all very soon. Have a great day. Again, thank you for joining us today on Let's Get Real con los Pimbers. Talk to y'all soon. Bye.